Hey everybody, my name's Tara and I'm a Teen Services Librarian for the Sonoma County Library. And I'm here to talk to you about my pick for this month's virtual Pride Book Club for teens. Click the link below for more info and to register for book club. Each month we have a theme, and our theme for November is gender identity. So my pick for the month is Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender. And in this book, our main character Felix is a Black trans queer artist living in New York City and attending a fancy art school. So in the beginning of the book, another student at his school targets him in a transphobic attack by setting up a gallery of photos of Felix from before he transitioned and publicly dead-naming him. So of course, Felix is devastated about this, and he comes up with a revenge plan to get back at the guy who he thinks is the one who did it. So this revenge plan kind of leads Felix down a path of making some pretty questionable decisions and kind of ending up in the middle of a love triangle along the way. So that's a basic summary. There's so much to love about this book, but I think the thing that I love most is the way that it explores gender identity. So Felix is trans, and it's been a few years since he transitioned, but he has this feeling that he still hasn't quite found a way to express or talk about his true gender identity. He knows he's trans, but he just feels like there's a little more to it than that. So I'm going to read a short section for you to kind of give you a sense of what I'm talking about. In my bedroom, time flashing 12:06 a.m., I have my laptop open and on a Tumblr post that lists the hundreds of different transgender identities: non-binary, agender, bigender, transmasculine, transfeminine, genderqueer, gender nonconforming. So many terms, so many identities, and I start to feel myself getting overwhelmed again. None of these definitions feel right. I keep reading, scrolling, eyes becoming glazed, when one word catches my eye: Demi Boy. A person who identifies as mostly or partly male. I sit up, moving my computer to my lap, but may also identify as non-binary some of the time, or even as a girl. The niggling in me spreads from the back of my head, down my neck, and into my chest. Most of the time there's no question. I'm a guy. I have no doubt about that. But other times, being called a boy doesn't feel right, almost in the same way that being called a girl feels so completely wrong. I try saying it out loud. Demi Boy. Demi Boy. Demi Boy. Demi Boy. I smile a little. I smile and then outright laugh. And I might even begin to cry a little, because I know what Bex was talking about now. This confidence that spreads through me. I know that this is right. It's kind of amazing that there's a word that explains how I feel, that takes away all of my confusion and questioning and hesitation. A word that lets me know there are others out there who feel exactly the same way that I do. So I just love that it's a more complex, nuanced understanding of gender identity. And it really shows that self-discovery is an ongoing and continuous journey. And I mean, just look at that cover. I am obsessed. So I hope you will read this book and join us at our next book club meeting, which will be on November 3rd, which also just happens to be Election Day. So did you know that if you're 16 or 17 years old, you can pre-register to vote? And even if you're not old enough to vote in this election, you can still help the adults in your life by making sure that they are registered to vote and helping them come up with a plan for voting. Find out more at sonomalibrary.org/vote2020. All right, I'll see you next time.